Oh, wow. I completely forgot about this Space Cowboy liner. I'm going to be using that today for today's look. So give me a minute. Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Michelle. Today I'm going to get ready with you. I'm going to do a casual try to get ready with me. I'm going to be playing with some of the makeup that I recently shopped my stash for. If you've missed that video and you're curious to see what all makeup it is that I'm selecting from, I'll leave that video down below in the description box. But as you can see, I just got out of the shower and I'm gonna pull back my hair and get ready for the day. I'm actually getting ready to go to breakfast and then go to a cute little festival, like a little craft market fest. One of my favorite things about this time of the year, we're mid into November now, currently when I'm filming. I'm not sure what day this video will go live on my channel, but one of my favorite things about this time of the year is all of the craft festivals, like all of the little holiday markets that pop up for people who do pretty much like handmade items that you can use as gifts. And I don't know, that just really speaks to the craft lover in me. There used to be a time in my life where I participated in a lot of crafts. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my foundation. I will also leave my makeup brush playlist down below in case you're interested in hearing any of the reviews on the various makeup brushes that I'll be using today. I do have a lot of makeup brush content on my channel as well. So anyhow, yeah, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a foundation layer. I'm not trying to do like a full glam beat. So let's just see. I probably actually should start with some primer. And just for the sake of, hold on, let me find where it went. Yeah. Just for the sake of using this item again for the second time, I would like to try this Hourglass primer. And I did use it with that foundation, so it's not like it's really giving me that big of a difference as far as like what it's going to perform like. But I think instead of doing it all over my face today, I'm going to just kind of focus it where I really need, quote unquote, need some blurring. Typically, I like to use a brush to blend in my primer, but right now I'm a little out of sorts. I did recently come back from California and I was very jet lagged. I did not sleep before I left town. I literally slept an hour and a half the night before I went out of town. And then the night before that, I think I only slept like 3.5, 4 hours. So that wasn't really a great way to start a trip. And so because California is a couple of hours behind my time where I live, I was staying up later. But because I usually wake up on the regular at the same time, kind of just like my internal clock, that meant I was waking up super early. And so it was just like rough because, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but I am not as young as I used to be, and I do not handle those late nights very well. In all fairness, I never really did handle late nights very well. If I was going to be up all night, I was not going to be going to school the next morning, or I was definitely going to be going into work late. So that's why I always made it a point to go to bed early so that I could follow through with my obligations the next day. Because, yeah, I don't see how people function without sleep. I feel like they really don't function. They just think that they do. And that's why people do a lot of weird things. Okay, so I barely did like a third of a pump. And as you can see, that didn't really do anything except for add a couple of colorful splotches to my skin. So I'm going to go in with a bit more foundation, especially since this foundation is not very heavy and it doesn't look very cakey when I put it on. I really do like the way that it dries down, and I love the coverage. I love the effect. It's kind of like a natural satin finish. It's very skin-like, but just a little bit more perfected. And I just can't believe that I can find such a nice foundation with great shade range and also it comes with a pump now, thanks to the reformulation. I never did try this foundation when it first was out, like the previous version or whatever. And if you couldn't see, I'm talking about the L'Oreal True Match. This is my favorite drugstore foundation. And I will admit, I haven't tried all that many drugstore foundations, maybe like a half dozen over the years, and that's about it. But I tend to repurchase, but I do find myself repurchasing this one again and again, even when I have like several, even when I have favorite high-end foundations in my collection, I find myself still really enjoying the finish of this foundation. And some days I will choose this foundation, as you can see, over my high-end versions. So like my high-end formulas, which is a little surprising to me, I'll admit. Okay, I'm gonna now just go in with the concealer, and I probably, hold on. I actually didn't pull the corrector. I'm not sure why. I think I was trying to do like bare minimum. Yeah, I was just kind of like in a hurry trying to get ready. Like that was the first Shop My Stash that I did after the trip. And so, yeah. I do really like how this concealer matches my foundation. I know I said that in my previous video, but like I just can't get over how freeing this is for you people whose skin tones and skin tan levels don't change as quickly as mine do. You probably can't really understand why that's so exciting to me, but yeah. For me, once I find, typically in my life, once I find a foundation that matches me, usually my skin color will change some. And so then it just doesn't hit the same anymore, you know, whereas with most people, or with some people, should I say, the color of their foundation is the color that they are all year round, unless they do like fake tan or something. But I don't fake tan, and I don't wear sunscreen either. So I do typically get a tan if I'm going to be outside in the sun. But I do try to get my sunshine daily, or almost daily, sunscreen so that I can make my vitamin D and be healthy. Yeah, I don't believe in sunscreen and I don't wear it. Like, I also, though, do make it a point not to let my skin burn. Letting your skin burn is where sun exposure becomes a problem. But, like, if you're avoiding a sunburn, it's not a problem. Anyway, so I feel like that looks pretty good. And what I really do appreciate about this foundation and the concealer I'm finding, because I have purchased several bottles of this, but this is the first concealer from this line that I've purchased. This is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer in the same matching shade as the foundation. And so this is the first time that I've tried this foundation. I do really like it. I mean, this is the first time that I've tried this concealer. And I do really like it. You know, I haven't been able, hold on, I'm going to pull a different lip liner than the one that I have selected here. I have my Graige, which might be really pretty with the Buttercup. But what I don't, oh, there it is. I do have it. I have my Super Dark Chestnut. Wait, is that chestnut or oak? Cork, I meant, not oak. This is cork. Yeah, where is my Super Dark lip liner? Like, I thought it might be hidden in my eyeliner drawer, but it's not. Oh, wow. I completely forgot about this Space Cowboy liner. I'm going to be using that today for today's look. So give me a minute. Anyway, yeah, I don't know where that lip liner went. What color eyeshadow am I going to be doing today? I was thinking of doing like a red and a blue look, but I might just do a red look to go with my shirt today. So I don't know. I feel like a red look and a red lip might be too much. Do I want to do a red lip or do I want to do a red eye? I was thinking of doing a red lip today so that I could play with my Huda Beauty lip liner. I do also have this one here from ColourPop. Yeah, I want to know where my really, really dark lip liner went. Anyways, I'll pick the lip later, after I've decided what palette I'm going to do. But I think today, since I am missing California already, I'm going to be playing with my Cali Vibes, with my Cali Contour palette from Smashbox for the first time. So I'm going to do the rest of like my base before I get to like those powder products. For example, my brows and my lips. So let me go ahead and just add a little bit of a lip liner. I'm going to repeat the same lip. No, I'm going to try this with a different lip liner. That's what I'm going to do. Just like I had said I was. I'm going to use my MAC Cool Spice with my new Huda Beauty Buttercup lipstick. So I'm really curious to see how these two are going to combine, and then I will get into the Cali Contour palette too. So give me a minute to get all that up. So let me get all that done, and I'll be right back. We'll get into the face palette and then the eyeshadow palette. I am not sure that there's enough pigment in this pencil for my current level of tan. Do lips get tan? My lips don't look darker, but they do look like, I don't know, maybe they just look a little different because of the fact that I'm darker. Anyways, here's the Cool Spice lip liner. Now I'm going to put on the Buttercup lipstick. It is a little concealer lip-ish, and I don't mind that one bit, but the Cool Spice doesn't add enough contrast. So here in a minute, no, actually I'm going to do it now. I'm going to add a deeper lip liner because this just isn't enough for me. Let's try it with this one from Makeup by Mario. What is the shade name? Let me see. Let me know if you can see what that says. Hold on. I really don't know if it's going to focus or not. I hope it did, but I can't see for nothing, so. Instantly better. I can already like this. I already like this combo better than with the Cool Spice. Much better. I like that a lot better. Okay. I'm going to be using this palette today. I'm going to use my IT bronzer, my IT CC Cosmetics bronzer brush. Real light contour. I'm not trying, I mean a real light little bit of bronzing because I'm just trying to add a little bit of shape, like so it doesn't look so round. I'm not really trying to like minimize it or whatever. So just a nice little natural bronze. See, a little better. I'm going to be using this smaller hourglass brush, which I believe is meant for the like holiday palettes, because you can use this side for highlighter and this side for like the bronzer maybe, I don't know, or blush, or maybe even the finishing powders. I'm not really sure what you would use this side for, but I'm going to use this side for blush today. Just kind of like that. And then I will top it with a little bit of the blush topper with this side of the brush. And I'm going to use the pink shade just because it's so pretty. Do you see? Did you see that little pretty pop of pink glow that adds? And I do like the way this brush applies the highlighter. That's the first time I've used it that way. So that was nice. It's actually the first time that I've used this brush at all. And I think I am struggling to figure out, I mean, it did okay with the blush, but I think I am struggling to figure out like if I like this side of it or not. I don't know. Anyway, that's it for the bronzer palette. I'm gonna go, that was bronzer yesterday. I think this is what I used. Yeah, I'm gonna use my Real Techniques brush again just to like kind of blur some of the lines and stuff. And then today I'm going to hop into my Naked palette, the original color story here. And so I'm going to use my Sephora blender here with, I think I'm going to start off with this light tan shade here. I'm just kind of keeping it simple because, again, I really just want to go. I want to go to this festival and I want to go eat. So, yeah. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of the slightly deeper matte and just like darken up that outer edge a little bit. And I mean, I'm barely tapping it. I barely just touched it twice because I'm really trying to keep this smokiness like for a daytime level. Not that you can't walk around with an intense smoky during the day. I'm just saying that's not what I'm going for. Ooh, Ooh, this brush is loose. Oh, Lord. I'm going to take this clean brush and just kind of soften up the front edge with nothing on it so that I don't get darkness down there. Okay, and with, not that brush, hold on. With this brush that's kind of loose, oh Lord. This is the number that it is. It's like shaking. It scares me that it's gonna fall apart. I'm going to do this blue smoky. Ooh, that might be a little dark for during the day. Okay, I'm gonna go into this pink smokiness here. I mean, this pink shimmer. And just put that there towards the front. That's pretty. Simple and pretty. Okay, I'm going to take this lower lash line brush from my Sephora collection into the slightly darker of the two mattes. I'm going to smoke out that lower lash line just a little bit for a little bit of an accent. Real soft like. Okay. I'm going to take this angled brush into the black shimmer here. Maybe I should have done the blue because it wouldn't be quite as intense, but I'm going to keep it real close just here on the outer edge. Just kind of lift the corner a little bit. I don't really want to do like a wing or anything. I think I'm trying to like break away from the wing just so that I can start to look a little different than like all of my photos from when I was younger in my makeup. Like all of my makeup has a wing liner. And so I'm just trying to distinguish my look a little bit from before. And so for me, that's going to mean stepping away from the wing liner, even though I feel like it's become more trendy now than it used to be. I used to always be the only person wearing a wing liner, and I feel like I kind of stood out like a sore thumb because of that. Anyway, I'm going to pick up a little bit of this shimmer there. For the outer edge. Which is a nice little accent. I actually really love that look. And I feel like it's done. I could do something in the inner corner, but I'm gonna just leave it alone because I feel like this is good. And I'm gonna do brown mascara. I'm not even gonna curl my lashes. Probably should have remembered to set my face before I did my mascara. I kind of have started remembering doing that sometimes, but not every time. Maybe I need another coat also because my lashes look a little softer in this shade. Okay. And I'm going to use this Space Cowboy liner. Right there in the little inner corner. Okay. here is the finished makeup look for the day. I'm going to go ahead and use my Huda Beauty. I'm not really a fan of the sprayer. I mean, it's okay when it works, but it doesn't always work. I'm not really a fan of, like, I feel like it just doesn't do all that much, but maybe it does. I don't know. Anyhow, all right. So now my hair just needs to dry. And yeah, now my hair just needs to dry and I'm ready for the day. So thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this quick little get ready with me. If you did, I would appreciate it if you take a moment to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out so much and lets the YouTube algorithm know to show my content through your feed. And another good way to get my content in your feed is to subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free to subscribe to me, and the subscribe button is down below. And so yeah, just click that subscribe button after you click the like button, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye. I'll give you a close-up of the eye before I go. Simple but pretty. Okay. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.